Now we're going to practice a forward roll. This is going to be a shoulder roll. And there's a couple different variations for it. The way that I like to teach rolls really begin with no momentum. So if you can get your mechanics right without any momentum, when you add speed, it's going to be a lot safer and smoother. So if you're worried about your neck or your shoulder with this, just go really slowly. So here are the cues for the basic forward shoulder roll. The way that I teach this first is you want to have kind of your crosshairs. You want to find your landing point and start dissipating that surface area. So I land here. Then cue number 2 is you're going to sniff your armpit. So essentially here you're tucking your chin, you're getting your head out of the way. So I tuck my chin, sniff my armpit, and then the last cue here is that you want to go from the forward shoulder, you want to land on the opposite hip. So if I go through here, the shoulder hits on the ground, my chin is tucked, and then if I have no momentum, I can come up and over and land in a seated position like that. So again, find your target. I'm going to be not straight ahead, but I'm a little bit off to the side. So I go off to the side, which is presenting the shoulder that I want to roll. I sniff my armpit by tucking my chin and head. I go onto that shoulder, and then you can walk, come up and over, and land here. That is no momentum way to roll. And if you look at how I did that, I stayed on this line in between the two pads. So ideally when you're doing a forward roll, you want to be rolling in a straight line. And if you're not aligned right, it's going to be more of a lateral roll, or you're going to go off one direction or the other. So from here, you can start adding momentum. So make my crosshairs slightly off center. I present that shoulder. I pull and I come up. We can start practicing that now with actually getting up. And in the previous video, we were showing that figure 4 crouch. That now becomes the end of the roll when we come out of it. So now let's say maybe instead of being on my knees, I'm in a crouched position here. I go off center with the crosshairs, sniff the armpit, shoulder to opposite hip, and now I'm up. A little backwards roll to get back into it. So here again, make the crosshairs, tuck the chin, smell the armpit, roll from opposite shoulder to hip. Let me explain that for a second. Give me a Sean. And just kneel facing that. So if Sean is going to go into the roll, this is the shoulder that's going to hit the ground first. And the correct trajectory here is that he'll feel on the ground. You don't have to do the roll yet. But from this shoulder to the opposite hip, that is what contacts the ground. And if you're practicing this with a partner, sometimes it really helps to just have your partner draw that line so that you know what to feel when you go through. And when it's correct, it's going to feel really smooth, and you're going to go right on that line, staying in a straight line. Thanks, Sean. So we did kneeling, we did crouched, and then the last piece, before we add one more variation, would be standing. So from here, you make your crosshairs, and you come through. Again, make your crosshairs slightly off center, sniff your armpit, roll from your shoulder to the opposite hip, and that should put you in a straight line. One way to do this, that's kind of having your hands out is valuable because it's giving a little bit of like a suspension system as you fall. So it's breaking the fall a little bit. It's guiding where your landing is. But there are times and situations where you don't want to do that, and you can still do the same roll by throwing your arm underneath. So that becomes like a no arm shoulder roll here. And and through. So there's no hands involved in that, but you're still doing the same mechanics. Throwing the arm in,